Hey you guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Mink and this is MinksKinks. And y'all, as you read by the title, we're getting into a updated stash hair collection. Girl, I don't know, okay? It is my 5-year anniversary on YouTube in June. Girl, I'm gagged because where did the time go? First of all, that's absolutely insane. But it's also been 2 years since my last updated stash. You guys absolutely love seeing the stash. Y'all love hearing me talk about the products and seeing everything that I have. And so that's exactly what we're doing today. I'm going to individually show you, touch each product, and we're going to talk about what I have in my stash. Now, I'm going to tell y'all, this is the bookshelf is not the only part of the stash that I have, so I will be splitting this stash video in 2 parts. So I will do the bookshelf one day, and then I have a tote bin and like a crate sort of situation, and that will be in video 2. So I'm gonna tell y'all, it's gonna be a long video, so definitely make sure you grab your snack, grab your water, and lock in because we have a lot to do today. But if you're new around here, hey, my name is Mink. I do natural hair, lifestyle, book, and beauty content. So if you're interested in any of those things, of course, go ahead, hit the subscribe button, join our Kinks fam. We absolutely would love to have you. So yeah, y'all, let's go ahead and get into it. If you're new around here, make sure you leave me that comment because I will personally get back to you and chat it up. Y'all know the drill. If you see anything on the shelf that you are interested in hearing my thoughts on, definitely put that in a comment down below for me. I have a ton of reviews on my channel already, so you can always search up MinksKinks, Eden Body Works, lavender aloe line, or you know, whatever you're looking for. So make sure that you do that as well. And then before we actually get into this video, y'all, I do want to tell you guys that this is day 5, I believe, of my hair with the curls, poppin' pineapple leave-in, and the curls extended hold gel. But let's cut the talking. Let's get into all of these products. So before we go ahead and get into products that are actually on the stash, I actually have a separate little section of products over here for y'all. So the first bunch that we're going to go in with is my actual wash day that I'm doing here in a couple days. It was over in my bedroom, child, but I had to grab the products to make sure that everything was collected for y'all. So of course, first up, I have this Fakai apple cider detox scrub. This is 7.5 ounces. Y'all have seen me talk about this in my updated hair routines. This is the scalp scrub that I'm using. Then of course I am currently going in with the not African Pride, As I Am Dry and Itchy Scalp Collection. This is the co-wash, and I want to say I'm about halfway through this. Y'all know I have been flying through my co-wash collection. Y'all will see throughout these 2 videos that I honestly have maybe 3, maybe 4 max co-washes left in my collection. So there's definitely not much left on that front. Then I'm going in with the Not Your Mother's Bond Building Curl Talk Mask. This, y'all, will be gone when I use it this week. So I'm actually holding off on filming my empties until this upcoming Monday because I actually have a couple different things that I'm going to finish up this weekend. And this is one of them. I think I have about this much. I may not even have that much to finish my hair. I may have to pull something else off the shelf to mix in with this. And then for my styling this week, y'all, I'm actually pulling out products from the Do. This is a combo that everybody has tried, loved, enjoyed. I'm using the Big Papa Gel and the Mousse Def. So I will be recording this for YouTube as well because it is such a highly spoken of product combo. So I will be trying both of these. The Mousse Def is about halfway gone, and then I think the Big Papa, I think I only used it the one time that I tried it, so there's still plenty of product in here. This is a 16-ounce container, so I want to lock in and use this up, use it up, girl, because it may not be going this summer. I'm not even gonna lie to you. And then y'all, the other separate set of products that I have are products that I keep in my refrigerator to keep cold and refrigerated. So I have 2 products here from Nature's Little Secret. The first is the Nature's Little Secret 2-in-1 Papaya Pre-Poo. I absolutely love this. Y'all have heard me talk about this a lot, and it's only been on the market a couple months. So y'all see that I really haven't used that much. It smells so good when you open it up. I'm only about a third of the way through this. I will be using this for a little minute, but the shelf life on this is only 6 months. So that's why I keep it in my refrigerator. And the same thing with the okra gel. I keep this in my refrigerator as well because of the 6-month shelf life. I will say I've had the okra gel at least over 6 months. And I think if you put it in the refrigerator, it lasts a bit longer, but there's not much left in this one. I would say I have maybe a little more than a use left in this. So this is another one that I'm hoping to finish up this summer. Next, y'all, I have my Jello shot from EcoSlay. I actually have had this for a little minute. I typically only use this for like slicking up buns and that type of stuff. This is a super crazy type of hold, and y'all told me at one point to pick this up for like my wash and goes. I absolutely will not be using this for one of my wash and goes. I don't need that sort of hold like that anymore these days, but I do like it for like my edges, especially for like a very hot type of trip. I like it for my edges and I like it for slicking up my buns, but I probably won't repurchase this one. And then y'all, the last but not least products that I have in my refrigerator are 3 from Trees of Tresses. So the first one that I have is the Hair Crack Deep Conditioner. I really enjoy this. I'm actually hoping to get into this one soon as well, because honestly, I don't love having products in my refrigerator, so I want to get into this. They sent me an updated version of their Goddess Elixir Deep Conditioner. This is with like the updated formula. I've never tried this one. Not yet. I didn't want to open it or anything because I have so much other stuff open, but I'm excited to try this. I did like the Goddess Greek, but it was just a little bit gritty for me, so I'm excited to try the reformulated version. And then last but not least, from Trees of Tresses, I have the Hibiscus Hair Smoothie. And this definitely was my least favorite product that I think I've tried from the brand thus far. I tried this as a deep conditioner. I didn't love it. I tried it as like a leave-in because it says you can use it as a leave-in. Definitely didn't like it for that. My hair definitely felt like greasy. So I'm going to try this as like a cream styler situation and see what I think of that. I think that this will be better to use though when it's cold. So I don't know. We'll see what I think about this. I may end up just throwing this away because, as you guys can see, I've used this a couple times. I've had this for a little minute. I also think it would just be too thick as a pre-poo because it has so many oils and butters. So I'm not sure how I'm gonna use that one up just yet. But yeah, y'all, that's all the things that I had for my hair routine and things that I had in the refrigerator. So we're gonna go ahead and start all the way at the top of the shelf. Okay, y'all, we are up close and personal. Hopefully the camera is straight and not super crooked because, child, I have had a time trying to figure out how I was going to get this tripod up so that y'all can see up on the top shelf of the shelf. But we're here. Give me a thumbs up, y'all, okay? If you're enjoying the video, give me a thumbs up because your girl has earned it, okay? For real, for real. So as you guys can see, this is the top part of my shelf. Up on this shelf up here, all the way at the top, I have a lot of like oils, as you guys can see, like greases, that type of stuff, and I'm gonna save that for a little bit later. I'm gonna save that towards the end of part 2. A lot of you guys don't care about oils. Okay, so y'all care more about like actual products and stuff, so we're gonna skip that and save that for later. The only thing that I feel like is really worth sharing on this top shelf is my wet lines. I have this one. This is the original one, just a regular wet line extreme. I caught this from like a beauty supply store. I had 2 of them. I finished one is in my empties currently, so this one is full, but this is the last of the original wet line formula. And then I also have the newer edition of wet line. Y'all know I've used this quite a few times and I've actually grown accustomed to liking it, but it's definitely not as hard of a hold as the original wet line, of course, but this one is like a third. There's like 2/3 of it that are gone. So your girl be using her products. Next shelf. All right, y'all, hopefully this is a little bit of a better view. I tried to turn the camera so that you guys can see a little bit. So I think that I'm going to start on this side over here. It just feels like it'll be easy. Well, maybe we'll start on this side, chat. I don't know. There's a lot of products that we have to go through here, but as you guys can see, I try to separate my products by brand so that when I'm looking for whatever, I can find whatever it is that I'm looking for. So first up, I have the Cream of Nature Butter Blend and Flaxseed Rinse Out and Leave-In Conditioner. This is 12 fluid ounces. I've never tried this one, but I do have like a styling pudding. We'll get to that pretty soon. I have the Cream of Nature Coconut Gel, the mousse, and y'all, there's just about nothing left in this mousse. I'm literally about here on the bottom of the mousse. I'm thinking I have like one more use. I don't like the Cream of Nature mousses too much, so this wouldn't be a repurchase for me. And then from that same coconut milk collection, I have the Moisture Curl Hair Milk. And then y'all, from that same coconut milk collection, I have the curl repair leave-in and the hydrating curling cream. I have both of those. And then, like I said, from that butter blend collection, I have the pudding, and I actually purchased this one. This and the rinse out leave-in conditioner, they were on like super clearance at my CVS, so that's why I picked them up. I think they were like $1.50 each, so I picked up both of them. But I know that my girl Dr. My Curls really did like this as well. Alright y'all, I believe that's all I have left from Cream of Nature. Now we're going to jump into the few Cantu products that I do have. I have the Cantu Maximum Hold Moisture Retention Styling Gel. Y'all remember when they came out, I think it was like 3 different versions of this gel. I never got around to trying mine, so I have this. And then I have the Cantu Flaxseed Smoothing Cream Gel. I bought this, and I don't think I used this one either, but I was very fascinated by the consistency. It's very flaxseedy, if you know what I'm getting at. Moving right along with Cantu, I have 3 products in jars, 2 of which are, or in bottles, I'm sorry. 2 of which are from the Cantu for Kids collection. I have the Styling Custard and the Curling Cream. And then I also have the Cantu Mega Hold Styling Stay Glue Gel. Now, y'all recently saw me and Natural Ray Ray do this a couple months ago. Child, not that recent, but me and Natural Ray Ray did a video on this one. I tried this with the Nature's Little Secret Avocado Moisture Cream, and my hair did flake. I used like half of the bottle though. So I definitely am hoping to get around to this summer to use it up, and definitely to test that Mega Hold Stay Glue claim. But for me, it wasn't my favorite, but I'm definitely down to try it again. Alright y'all, moving right along, I have 2 other products from Cream of Nature, just because they're lodged in between back there, and they are 2 of their liquidy spray leave-ins. I have the original Argan Oil collection, which this one, there's still a good bit left in this one. I think I've only used about 1/3. And then I do have the one from the Coconut Milk collection, and this one has, I would say, about 1/3 left in the container. So 1/3 used in the Argan and 1/3 left in the coconut. I have them. Do I love them? No. Alright y'all, so moving right along, we're actually getting into the African Pride side of things that I have here. So I have the African Pride Feel It Formula collection. This is the shampoo. I really like the shampoo. Y'all have heard me talk about this collection ad nauseum, so y'all know this. I have the African Pride Moisture Miracle Gel and Cream. I've never tried this one. This is more like a gel cream styler. It's only 6 ounces. Haven't tried this one yet. Pulling from the back here, I have 2 more products from Cantu. I have the Texture by Cantu. This is the mask from them. It is 14 ounces. And then I do have the original Cantu mask. I bought this for like experimental purposes, but I haven't tried it yet. So this is the original deep treatment mask. And then back there with that product, I do have the African Pride Moisture Miracle Curling Cream. Alright y'all, more from African Pride. I have really thoroughly enjoyed trying products from African Pride. So I have the Feel It Formula Strengthening Pre-Poo. Y'all, I only have about 1/3 left in this one. I've been eating this up. I have the Feel It Formula Strengthening Mask. Really enjoyed this one. And then I have the African Pride Moisture Miracle Aloe and Coconut Water. I haven't cracked this one open yet, but I have used this before. More from African Pride, I have the Moisture Miracle Leave-In Cream. I don't have much of this product left at all. I'm literally right here. That's why I won't get into the curling cream just yet, because I want to finish this one up. And then I also have the Curl Defining Gel from African Pride as well. And then in the back, I have the Rose Water and Argan Oil Curl Mousse from African Pride. And y'all, this is where we also start to slide over into the other half of the shelf. So I do have one more product back here from Cream of Nature. This is the Cream of Nature Pure Honey Shrinkage Defense Curl Activator. I have this one. This is 10.5 ounces. I've never used this one either. And then we have the Cream of Nature Mango and Shea Butter Ultra Moisturizing Leave-In Conditioner. I used this long ago, and I really remember liking it. There's not much left in it, and that's why I want to use it up, and I'm pretty sure it's discontinued, so I'll get to this eventually. Alright y'all, I'm so sorry. I feel like the camera keeps adjusting. I'm trying to give you guys a better angle, but I also feel like it's kind of crooked, so I'm doing my best, y'all. Once we get down to the lower shelves, I promise it won't be as difficult, but we're almost there too. So now we're moving along to this side of the shelf, and this is Curls and Eden Body Works. So I have quite a few bottles of stuff from Curls, so we're going to check through that really quickly. I have the Define and Shine Smoothie. I mentioned this when I did this wash and go with the Curls products. So I have this. I have the So Smooth Vitamin C Leave-In. This is what I used this week. This is about halfway gone. I have the Curls, the Ultimate Styling Collection. This is the Be in Control Curl Sculpting Gel. This is when they came out with that whole collection of gels. I want to say there were maybe like 4 or 5 of them. I got the wash and go one. It says that it has firm hold, but I don't know. I haven't gotten any firm holds from anything from Curls yet, so we'll see about this. And then y'all, I also have the Curls Blueberry Bliss Curl Control Jelly. I picked this one up from Marshall's for $6. I want to say within the last year. I haven't opened it yet, but I'm very excited to try it since all the girls love the Blueberry Bliss collection. Alright y'all, so all the way in the back here, I do have some products from a very long discontinued line from Curls. This is the Cashmere and Caviar. I got these on clearance from Sally's, one for $7.39 and one for $9.69. I have the hair silk and then the hair gelée. I want to pull these out during the winter time. I feel like they're just going to be better for the winter. But I do want to say that these had something to do with like protein and strengthening. So there's these. Hopefully y'all don't hear the grass being cut in the background, child. Whoever cutting the grass just decided to come when I needed to film. Alright y'all, moving right along. I have the Curls Extended Hold Gel. Like I said, I just used this past weekend for the first time. So there's this. I have 3 products remaining from the Curls, the Green Collection. I have the Sea Kelp and Cucumber Hair Mask, which y'all, that is actually a repurchase for me. I picked this up on clearance, or no, it was full price actually, for $4.99 from Marshall's. So I had to pick this up because I really did enjoy it. But I also have the Bamboo Protein Treatment, which is actually the leave-in conditioner, and then I have a mini of the Avocado Hair Mousse. So these are the 3 products that I have left from this the Green Collection. I know I'm going to use them up sometime very soon. I'm actually really curious about what this is going to work out like. I think that I'm really going to enjoy the leave-in conditioner because I love the hair mask. I don't have very high expectations for the mousse though, not gonna lie to you. Alright, and then the other 2 products I have from the Poppin' Pineapple collection. I have the So Moist. This is the curl mask. This mask is super thick, so I do store it upside down. I have about 1/3 of it gone, and then I have the So Clean Vitamin C Curl Wash. And like I already told y'all, I have the leave-in conditioner. So these are the 3 products that I have left from the collection. I did finish the gel already. Alright y'all, and these are the last 3 products that I have from Curls. So I have the Blueberry Bliss Restorative Hair Mask. You either love or hate this. I have had this for a really long time and I'm almost scared to try it, so that's why I haven't. I have the Cashmere and Caviar Hair Mask. Again, I got this one on clearance. This one looks like it was on clearance from Target. And then last but not least, I have the Blueberry Bliss Curl Defining Custard. And again, this was sent to me from my girl Kia, Curls with Kia. Shout out to my girl. They sent her the new collection and she decided to send them to me. So shout out to my girl. Alright y'all, and moving along to our very last brand on this top shelf of the bookshelf, it is Eden Body Works. I have a very love-hate relationship with Eden Body Works, but I have a good bit of products, but I have been working my way through them. So let's check out what I have left. And I'm actually moving everything around so that I can start in the back, chill. So I have the Jojoba and Manoy hair mask. This is the natural deep conditioner. I went through about 1/4 of this and then forgot about it. I have the anti-breakage deep conditioner. This one is from the Lavender and Aloe collection. Again, about 1/4 of this. I need to try this one on its own though because I wasn't super in love with this, but this is the last product I have from the Lavender and Aloe collection, so I really need to get into this. And then I also have a product from one of Eden's discontinued lines. This is the hydration custard from the Hibiscus Honey collection. I've never tried this one either. It's literally brand spanking new, y'all. You can't even see it, but like, girl, I have never used this product. Next from Eden Body Works, this is another one that is discontinued and I'm so sad about. This is the Eden Body Works Split and Repair Mask from the Almond and Marshmallow collection. This one I used about 1/3 of this, so this is one that I really will enjoy using up. I know that I really enjoy this one. It's just so much product. It's 16 ounces that I never wanted to commit to just using this full time, but since I can no longer get it, I might as well. I have the coconut and shea natural curl defining cream. This one again is about a third of the way gone. Again, it's not a bad curling cream. It's definitely not my favorite, but again, it's 16 ounces, so it takes 4 freaking ever to use up. And then last but not least, for my creams for Eden Body Works, I have the Papaya Castor Nourishing Curl Jam. Again, this collection is now discontinued. This one is definitely more of like a puddingy type of situation, and I like that. It's been a long time since I've revisited this. I did try the mousse from this collection not too long ago with a leave-in pudding from Shea Moisture, so I'm excited to tap back into this one and see what it gives, but since I can't get it anymore, there's no sense in fighting it. Alright y'all, and I have 3 other products left from Eden Body Works, 2 of which are mousses. So the first one I have is from the Citrus Fusion line. This is their mousse. I have about this much left of the mousse, y'all. Not much left in this at all, but for me, this is definitely a restyling type of mousse. I haven't loved this one, but I do also have the conditioner from the Citrus Fusion line, and on this jar it does say that you can use this as a leave-in conditioner. So I may give these 2 a try. We'll see. I didn't love the conditioner as an actual conditioner because it was so thick, so we'll have to see, but I do have both of them, so we'll see. And then the last product I have from Eden Body Works is that Papaya Castor Mousse, which I just mentioned, that I tried with a Shea Moisture leave-in. Again, not super impressed by this mousse. I have about half of it left, so I'll use it up, but even if I could repurchase, I probably wouldn't have. So y'all, that's everything on this top shelf. I definitely was able to make some space, so I'm excited to put some new stuff on the shelf. Okay y'all, we have made it to the next shelf, and I'm a little up close. Don't look too close at me, child, but as you guys can see, this is another sort of hodgepodge type of shelf. I try to keep my larger shelves, my larger collections on the shelf, so I'm gonna go ahead. I'll start over here since that's closer to you guys. So as you guys can see, I have the KC by Care moisturizing gel. This is something that I have just been using up slowly but surely. I didn't love it on my hair for like a wash and go or even a braid out, so I've just been slowly using this up for buns, and as you guys can see, I'm getting there slowly. So then after that, y'all, I do have a few products from Curl Days. I have the Glossy Shine Gel, and then I do have the Creamy Curl Styler, and actually y'all, I have one more thing back here. This is the Ultra Moisture Cream. These are the 3 products I have from Curl Days. The girls either love or hate Curl Days. I have not opened these ones just yet because of course I have so many other things open, but I definitely wanted to support her. She's a YouTuber as well, so I definitely wanted to pick up her products as well. And then y'all, I'm just going to pull off the little random things that I have on my shelf. So this is the Jane Carter Solution Curls to Go Coiling All Curls Elongating Gel. This is the old packaging when they were Jane Carter Solution. I've actually worked with Nourish and Shine now, who is, you know, has taken over Jane Carter. They may be the same people, child, I don't really know. But I have this, and I only have about this much left, so I will go ahead and use that up hopefully this summer. Again, only one use. Next, y'all, I have these 2 little minis. These are from Function of Beauty. It is for a wavy hair mask. Honestly, I don't know why I haven't just used these up, but still have them. They're 2 ounces each. And then y'all, randomly, this is the only product I have from Sienna Naturals. I'm super curious about the brand, but I don't really see them on the ground, so I don't really jump to pick them up, especially because when I go to order a product, I really have to think about it, y'all, because y'all see I have this whole collection, so like I really try my best not to order too much unless I know that I absolutely love it. But I'm really excited to try this. This is their leave-in conditioner. It's called Do Magic, and it is 10 ounces. So we're going to start over here on this side, y'all, and as you guys can see, I have quite a bit of Carol's Daughter, so we're going to start there with that. The products that I have in the back here are a shampoo and conditioner duo. These are the Cocoa Cream shampoo and conditioner. Carol's Daughter, I want to say I might have won a giveaway or something, and they ended up sending me the whole collection, and I gotta tell y'all, I'm really excited to try these. When they sent me this, I was finishing up a shampoo and conditioner set from Carol's Daughter. It was this Rasul Clay shampoo and conditioner that I was using, so I didn't want to go right into these, but I think that these are going to be perfect for like a moisturizing shampoo and conditioner, and I'm really excited to try them. I haven't tried them yet, but I'm definitely pressed about it. So I have that. I have a couple products from this Goddess Strength collection. This is the Ultra Shield Pre-Poo. As you guys can see, I got this on sale from TJ Maxx, Marshalls, somewhere. And y'all, I don't have much of this at all. I'm actually right about where the sticker is at. This is my second bottle. Actually, it's on this side, so I'm about here on the bottle. So y'all see there's not a whole lot left of this product either. It's 10.2 ounces. This is my second jar of this, and I gotta say, I really do like it. It's a pretty good pre-poo. I don't always love cream pre-poos, but this is one that I really do like. And then piggybacking right off of the Goddess Strength collection, I have the Goddess Strength Divine Strength leave-in conditioner. And y'all, this is just about gone. I'm actually saving this child, just to use it up. There's probably like a splash. Y'all see it's upside down. The bottle feels virtually empty. But I'm gonna go ahead and use this up, and I actually want to use it up with another product from Carol's Daughter. This is the Prakashi Nectar Curl Twisting Custard. This is something that I have been using up for as well for some time. Y'all can see that I'm finally starting to get to the bottom, but it's definitely more like a custardy type of situation. I have about a fourth left, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use these up together for a cute little using up the stash Carol's Daughter Day edition. I have two products from the Wash Day Delight collection. I have the, of course, Gel to Foam Styler, and then I have the Cream Serum Moisturizer. And y'all, I gotta tell you, I wasn't super impressed with these as like just products for my hair, but I love the innovation on this line and in this collection, and with that, I would always repurchase. The newer Carol's Daughters products, they really have showed out for me. When I tell y'all, I absolutely love this Goddess Strength collection. It does have silicones and stuff, so if that's not your thing, you know, look out for that. But I also love the innovation on these Wash Day Delight products, and it makes me really excited for things that Carol's Daughter has, you know, brewing up in the future. So I do have a couple more products back here. These ones are hair masks. So the first one that I have is from the Almond Milk collection. It's the Ultra Nourishing Hair Mask. This is again one that I've repurchased. This does have silicones in this though, so if you're not a silicone person, that's something to know. But I also have the Curl Quenching Deep Moisture Mask, and this is from that same collection that has the shampoo and conditioner that I have. I've never tried this one either, but I've heard that it has really good ingredients and that it works really well and is very moisturizing, so excited for those. And then the last two products that I have from Carol's Daughter, I have the Goddess Strength Fortifying Rinse Out Conditioner. Again, I just love a rinse out conditioner, so it's something that I'm always quick to buy. This one's 11 ounces. Again, it does have silicone, so that's something to keep in mind. And then the last product that I have from Carol's Daughter was actually gifted to me from my girl Gabby. This is the Black Vanilla 4-in-1 Combing Cream. There's not too much left in this product. I want to say it's maybe about here. I don't know what exactly a combing cream is, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to use this as a leave-in conditioner, but we will see. Alright y'all, so as we continue to move along, I have a couple products from Alikay Naturals. And I'm going to tell y'all, I actually have Alikay Naturals on the docket to use on my content calendar for like the next couple weeks. So definitely stay on the lookout for that. But I have the Alikay Naturals Moisturizing Black Soap Shampoo. I've never used this, but I gave it to a friend to use while they were here. So I have this one. I've heard very mixed reviews about this one though, so I'm not sure what I'll think about this, but we'll see here soon. I have the Lemongrass Leave-In Conditioner, and I have the big version. This is the 16 ounce. This is a product I absolutely used to love, but this is the reformulated bottle. This was on clearance for $9.99, so I picked it up because y'all know the skinny bottle was like $12.99, so I went ahead and picked this up. It's something I need to use up though. And then back a little further, these are the remaining products that I have from Alikay Naturals. I have the Honey and Sage Deep Conditioner, which the girls seem to really do like. I've never tried this one, y'all, like to the point where there's like the seal is very much still on here. So I'm excited to crack this open and use this one up. And then I do have two products from that Lemongrass collection. I have the Lemongrass Hold It Styling Gel. I purchased this specifically because my girl, Natural Ray Ray, she used to love this gel. And I picked it up because she loved it, but then I was so like turned off by the texture of this gel, y'all. Like the whole thing would come out if what I just tell y'all see the inside of that is empty. So I'm not really sure about this one. I need to just go ahead and try it and see what I think, but I'm kind of turned off by that. It's so strange to me. And then y'all, I also have the lemongrass super twisting butter. And again, this whole collection was just kind of strange to me because when they said a butter, they did not lie. This is shea butter in a jar. Like, I could never twist my hair with this. I had to, like, it's like a hard butter as well, so it's definitely not a twisting butter for me. It's definitely more like a sealing butter. Yeah, so I'm not sure about this one. Maybe I'll eventually give it a try with that lemongrass leave-in, but I'm definitely not super pressed to get into that. It honestly might be something my sister ends up with because she loves a shea butter, thicker butter type of product. All right, y'all, moving right along. As you guys can see, I have quite a few products from As I Am. I have the As I Am Jamaican Black Castor Oil Water. And then, y'all, I also have the rice water. And I'm going to tell y'all here, there's not much left in this rice water one at all. And honestly, there's not too much left in the Jamaican Black Castor Oil one. The rice water, this is my first time purchasing this. And then this is my second time purchasing the Jamaican Black Castor Oil. I do like them, but honestly, this is something that I can make at home. So I probably will keep the bottles, but I probably won't repurchase. Especially because I think As I Am would be onto something if they made like a refill instead of like continuing to have to buy this whole bottle. I don't think that's necessary. But here we are. So moving right along, I have two leave-in conditioners from As I Am. I have the As I Am Classic leave-in conditioner, which y'all know is one of my favorites. I revisited this, I believe, last year and fell in love. I have a full bottle that is unopened, I believe. And then I have the As I Am Long and Luxe Grow Yogurt leave-in conditioner. I don't believe I've ever used this one either. And then, y'all, only a handful more products from As I Am. I have the Long and Luxe Strengthening Shampoo and Conditioner. I really did like these when I was using this, but then, child, y'all see, I got distracted with the millions of products. So I do have these, and I gotta say, I really do remember enjoying them. So hopefully I use these up soon. And then I have these 3 jars of stuff here. So I have the As I Am Jamaican Black Castor Oil Curling Cream. I've never used this. I have the As I Am Long and Luxe Grow Wash. This is one of the few co-washes that I have left. I picked this one up on clearance from Target for $5.48. Hopefully y'all can see that. Oh, it's upside down. Hopefully y'all can see that, child. But it was $5.48. And then last but not least, I have the Curl Enhancing Smoothie from the Long and Luxe collection as well. Alright, moving along here, y'all, we're starting to get a little bit more of a hodgepodge. So I do have Camille Rose over here. I do have Soultanicals over here. But for the most part, there's a couple little random things here. So the first thing that I have here is from Curlsmith. This is the Bond Curl Rehab Salve. My girl Kelsey, she gave this to me, but me and her met up in DC literally actually a week before I moved into my current apartment, child, and she gave me a bunch of hair products, and this is one of them. I know that the girls love the Bond Rehab Salve, but for whatever reason I haven't cracked this open. I have a million pre-poos open right now, so I promise I'm gonna get to this, and of course I'm gonna record it, but child. And then the other product that I have from Curlsmith is just a rinse out conditioner. I picked this one up super recently. Y'all, this was $3. Oh my goodness, I couldn't leave it there. Glow Perfecting Conditioner. So these are the 2 products that I have from Curlsmith, but that's all I have from Curlsmith in my stash. Next on this shelf, I have 2 products from Sacred. I have the hydrating shampoo and then the hydrating conditioner. I did a review on these, I want to say towards the tail end of last year. So I actually really did like the shampoo. The conditioner, I'm going to give the conditioner another try, but it definitely wasn't a love for me. But those are the 2 Sacred products I have. And now we're going to move right along into Soultanicals. So I do have 2 little minis. Oh, child, this one's As I Am. This is the As I Am Rosemary Water. This one's just about gone. It's about halfway through. I love these little waters just to like refresh my hair. So I like to have them, but are they necessary for me to purchase? I don't think so. I think there's something I could make. And then I have the Soultanicals Hydrating Hibiscus Moisture Mist. This one's a mini as well. So moving on into the actual products that I have from Soultanicals, I have these 6 jars. I have the Hibiscus Hair Healer Healthy Scalp Therapy Hair Mask. I love this. This one is a repurchase. I have the Marula Muru Moisture Guru. I have never tried this one. It's been in my stash for a little minute, but I've never tried it. I have the Frozen Drip and Grip Super Hold Gel. This is another product that my girl Kia sent me. This one, I did try this one before, and it definitely has a learning curve. So I'm definitely excited to try this with some of the other leave-in type products I have from Soultanicals. I have the Tropical Juicy Afro Curl Smoothie. This is a styler I have been using for quite some time, but as you guys can see, I'm finally getting down to the bottom of it. But it's a really, really good styler. I do really enjoy it. I have the Can't Believe It's Not Butter. I have never tried this one. And then last but not least, I have the Chebe Ginger Super Deep Conditioner. I recently finished this one, I want to say on the tail end of 2024, and I did really like the mask. I just wanted to try something new, but this is a backup I have in my stash. Alright y'all, and then the last brand I have on this shelf is Camille Rose. I know that people really love Camille Rose, and I gotta say I like Camille Rose, but I don't know that I love them, if I'm being 100% honest. So I have tried a lot of things, I have finished a lot of things, but do I have a ton of staples from them? I don't know that that's something that I could say. So I have 2 deep conditioners from them. I have the Algae Renew Deep Conditioner. This one's about halfway gone. And then I do have the Black Castor Oil and Chebe Deep Conditioner. I really didn't like the shampoo from this collection, so much so that I gave it away. So I definitely am curious about retrying this on its own. And it does have a silicone, which I didn't know, so that may have some influence as well. And then I do have a product from their kids collection. Again, one of my friends gave me this. This is the Sweet Pudding Mandarin Hair Buttercream. It's about halfway gone as well, so I'm curious to see what I think about this one as well. My hair isn't always super receptive to butter, so we'll see. I have the Coconut Water Leave-In Conditioner. This again is on my content calendar for like 2 weeks from now, actually, y'all. And this one is literally less than halfway gone. I'm right here on the container. So this is just something that I really want to use up. I've enjoyed using it, but like, again, it's been so long, I just need to use this up. And if I really like it, I could buy another one. I have the Lavender Whipped Cream Leave-In. I have never tried this one. I picked it up from Marshall's for $10.99. And then I also have the Spiked Honey Mousse. This one is 8 ounces. And with this one, I'm about here, so a little less than halfway. And I have 3 more deep conditioners from Camille Rose. This is definitely the standout item that Camille Rose does for me. I love their deep conditioners. I have the Oud Rich Infusion Moisture Treatment. I got this one on clearance for $9.09. Again, I didn't hear great things about this, but I'm still going to give this a try. And then from that same Around the World collection, I have the Baruti Nectar Repair Cholesterol Treatment. I got this one on sale again for $1.50, y'all. That is freaking crazy. I did try the Green Tsubaki Protein Treatment, and I really did like that, but I never felt the need to repurchase it. And then the last deep conditioner I have from Camille Rose that I'm super excited to try is the Lavender Quench Deep Conditioner. This one I say I'm going to try every time it gets cold and something always comes up, but I'm very excited to try this. Never tried this one. Whew, child, we have finally made it to the point where I'm back being able to sit down. Now they start doing more stuff with the grass, child. I done had to get my step stool. I had things propped up, so I'm so sorry if the angles and everything were weird. I truly do apologize. I'm trying my best to get all of these angles and everything so that y'all can see all of the products. So y'all, I have so many products. I'm truly a product junkie, but it actually really does help me to go through my stash periodically just to look and see what I have. And just remember things that only have a couple uses left. Y'all know. So now we have made it to this 3rd shelf, and this does have my products that I'm currently using, like wash day products, so we'll be able to fly through that. But I'm going to continue on and just you know, show y'all the products as I go. So let's go. Alright y'all, so first up on this shelf, I do have my products from Trey Luxe. I have 2 of the Untie the Knot leave-ins, and I gotta tell y'all, to be honest, I really thought that these products were going to be overhyped, but they're definitely not. As you guys can see, this is a brand spanking new bottle, and this one only has a little bit left. I'm like down here, so I have those. And then I do have a couple other products from Trey Luxe. I have the Soothe and Restore Curl Defining Mousse. I'm about here on the mousse. It's definitely a pretty good mousse. I'm excited to try this with some other stuff. I have the Smooth and Restore Aloe Vera Curl Primer. I picked this up off of the recommendation of NJ Eberhardt. She really does enjoy this, and I know she does use it as a pre-poo as well, so we'll try that as well. And then the last product that I have from Trey Luxe is just their Smooth and Restore Ultra Moisturizing Deep Conditioner. I have never tried this one as well. I actually picked this up last Black Friday, so that's why I have this one. And then since we're here, the only Fenty hair product I have at the moment is the Fenty Home Curl, the curl defining cream. And I gotta tell y'all, I really did enjoy this one. If you remember that video, I thoroughly enjoyed. As you guys can see, I still have a ton of product left, so I'm really excited to try this. But I heard that they had these at TJ Maxx and Marshalls, so who knows, I may get more of the products. So next, we're going to go back here into my pattern stash. So I have the Pattern Bounce Back Pre-Poo Treatment. As you guys can see, I'm about halfway through this. I don't think that this is necessary by any means. I think that it's a good product, and if you have it, I definitely would use it. It has great ingredients, but for me, I could get a conditioner that does the same with some protein elements and just keep it pushing. For me, I definitely won't be spending $25 on this, but it was gifted to me, so I'm glad to have it. I will use it up, but I don't think that this one's necessary. But if you're a heat styling natural and you want to make sure that you're pre-pooing in quality, then I definitely think this is a good one. Next, I have the Pattern Curl Mousse, which I know y'all want to see and hear my thoughts on, and I promise I'm going to get to them. I don't know why I'm dragging my feet with Pattern. I guess because in my mind they are so good. I don't want to be let down by them, y'all, but I know that this mousse is going to be good. Everybody loves this mousse, and the packaging is stunning. Like, come on. Next, I have a little mini of the leave-in conditioner. And honestly, I think that my aunt might have gave me this one to try, and somehow I ended up with a full size of the leave-in as well, so I will use this up before I crack into the leave-in. But I have this one. I have the Pattern Edge Control, which for me, I wasn't super impressed by, but I will use this if I have like braids or something, or if one of my cousins asks me for an edge control, I'll probably give this one up. I have the Pattern Treatment Mask. This one is 15 ounces. I have used and finished this one before. I want to battle this with the Transition Mask, which is now known as the Bond Barrier, I believe. And then, y'all, I think I have 2 or 3 more products from Pattern back here. I have the Intensive Conditioner. This is the full size of that leave-in. And then last but not least, I was actually sent the Palo Santo Curl Gel, which I'm really excited to try this as well. And honestly, I think I'll be able to one and done this, but I want to try it with the leave-in before I go crazy, child, and just have dry hair or something. So that is my Pattern collection. I have quite a few Pattern products, so let me know what you want to see from Pattern. Next, I do have one product on my shelf over here from Curls and Potions. This is the Rice Water and Acai Pre-Cleanse Primer. And y'all, I like this so much better as a leave-in conditioner. I think it's about like right here once I use it as a leave-in. I have a couple other products from Curls and Potions, but this is the only one that's open, so that's why it's on my shelf. I actually have this scheduled to use on my content calendar as well. Not as something that I'm going to film because I feel like I've talked about this enough, but I want to try this with the Eden Body Works Curl Cream, the Coconut Shea one. That cream is super thick, and this leave-in is definitely thinner, and it has some protein, so I'm curious about how that would work. Next, y'all, I have some products from Bask and Bloom. So I have the Hydrating Curl Mousse. I really do like this mousse. I'm about halfway through this. And then I have the More Moisture Cream. I did do a video on these two recently. These are the 2 remaining products I have in my stash from Bask and Bloom. Oh, y'all, I lied. I do have the products from Curls and Potions up here. I must have put them on the shelf and forgot about them. So I do have 3 products left. I have the Chebe Hydration Mask, which I'm really excited to try this one. But again, I think that's more like a wintertime product. I have the Tropical Cocoa Smoothie. This is a leave-in treatment. I've never tried this one, but it's definitely more thick. The key ingredients are shea butter, coconut water, and grapeseed and green tea extract. So it's definitely a thicker one when you look at it. So I'm not sure when I'm going to pull that one out. I feel like it's perfect for summer, but it's thick in the sense where I think it will be better in the cooler months. And then last but not least, I have the Plum and Pumpkin Seed Oil Black Curl Magic. And I heard that this actually has a lot of hold, so I'm definitely curious to try those 2 together. But those are the 3 products, so 4 products that I have from Curls and Potions left. And then, y'all, before I put that back, I do have the B Girl Gel. The Big Papa usually sits on top of this, but it is over there in my bedroom, child, because like I said, I'm using that this week. But I do have the B-Girl gel. And shout out to Nikki, my girl Nikki. She's a subscriber. She sent this. So shout out to you, my girl. And you know what, while we're talking about the do, I do have the Crazy Sexy Curl as well. And I believe Nikki sent this with the B-Curl gel. Alright, y'all, I have 2 more miscellaneous products on this shelf. I have the Kinky Curly Curling Custard. As you guys can see, I still have about 2/3 left in this. It would be perfect to get into this during the summertime. I know that people used to really love this gel, and it was one that I never really gave the time of day. My girl, Urban Fab Curl, she had me try this with the Goddess Strength collection. What was that? Carol's Daughter's Goddess Strength leave-in, and it did turn out really good, but I never went back to this gel. This gel is so expensive, and I know that it's something that I'll love, but I'm scared to love it, child, for my pocket's sake. And then, y'all, the last product that I have from Unicurl is the Dragon Fruit and Kiwi Moisture Fantasy Moisturizing Conditioner. It claims to be a 5-minute conditioner. So I do have this. I'm excited to try this as well. It's my last Unicurl product. Alright, and as you guys can see, the rest of this shelf is pretty much Nature's Little Secret. So y'all see that I have the Papaya Cleanse shampoo. I have the Lemon and Rosemary Clarifying Shampoo. I love both of those. Those are the only 2 shampoos I have from Nature's Little Secret. I have the Papaya Pure Moisture Leave-In Conditioner. It's about 1/3 of the way gone. Love that. I have the Avocado Moisture Cream. I need to re-up on this because as y'all can see, I have about 1/4 of this. This is so good, especially when it's cold. I have the Banana Leave-In Conditioner. I have never tried this one. This is my mom's favorite out of all the leave-in conditioners, so I'm excited to try this. And then I do have a couple jars of stuff as well. I have the Papaya Twist and Style Cream, I'm sorry. And I've used this a couple times. Really do like this. It actually has some hold in it, which I can appreciate. I have the Agave Moisturizing Treatment. Y'all, this is literally halfway gone. This is my second one. I thoroughly enjoy this deep treatment. Definitely my favorite treatment from Nature's Little Secret. It's so good. Moisture, slip, shine, it just does what it's supposed to do. And then I also have the Rose Hydrating Conditioner. I have never tried this one either. And then, y'all, last but not least, in the Nature's Little Secret universe on my shelf, I have the Irish Moss Styling Cream. I have never tried this, but I know that the girls absolutely love this. I refuse to open this until I have finished at least a couple of the creams that I have open, because this is 12 ounces and very thick, so I know I love it, but I need to finish up some other stuff first before I crack this open. Same thing with this. This is the Strawberry Styling Smoothie from Nature's Little Secret. It smells so good, but again, not open yet. And then last but not least from Nature's Little Secret, I have the Coconut Milk Strengthening Deep Conditioner. Okay, y'all, we're actually getting through this a little faster than I anticipated. Y'all know I have a ton of products and I'm a yapper, so it's always hard for me to do these videos because your girl's a talker, duh. So the last thing that we have on this shelf is in this little steel cage, which if you've seen my other routines, y'all know what this cage is. This keeps my current wash day products. It just holds me accountable with products that I'm currently using. So everything that I have in here, I'm currently using in my 5-week system, you know, of using products. So I have the Cream of Nature Coconut Milk Detangling Shampoo. I'm trying to work through this Cream of Nature Coconut collection. I've had this for a very long time, so I'm trying to use that up. And I will say the shampoo is just about gone. It's down here. I remember when I first started, it was up there. So I can't even sit here and be mad. I have the Eden Body Works Curl Hydration Shampoo. Again, this is a discontinued one. I'm about here. This is one that I'm not... I don't love this shampoo by any means. It's definitely more on the clarifying, and it almost makes my hair kind of stiff, which I don't love, but you know. I have the Miss Jessie's Super Sweet Back Treatment. This one I'm about halfway through. I've gotten more uses out of this than I ever anticipated, so I'm not mad about that. I have the Shea Moisture Coconut and Hibiscus Curl and Shine Shampoo. This one, again, I remember when I started all the way up here, and I'm pretty sure I started this last year, so I tore through this shampoo, but I do feel like I have to use a lot of it, so that's probably why. I am about here, so I will definitely be finished with this year, which I'm super excited about. I actually did my wash day last weekend. When I washed my hair, I used this shampoo and the deep conditioner, which we will talk about when we get around to that. And that deep conditioner is so good. I have the Carol's Daughter Jelly to Cream Wash Day Delight Conditioner in this steel cage. This is officially under the halfway mark. I am about this much left, but this is a huge container. It is 20 ounces, so I'm at least under 10. So I have the Sauce Beauty Smoothing Curl Hair Mask. This is the Honey Chia Chai situation, and y'all, this is the gift that literally keeps on giving. I'm at the bottom. I can see the bottom of the container, but I bet you I get like 2 uses out of this. Like, the slip on this is crazy. The spreadability on this is absolutely insane. I don't know how they did this. Next in here, I have the Nature's Little Secret Papaya Moisture Boost Conditioner. This is another product that is just about gone. I'm literally right here. Hopefully y'all can see that. I'm literally right here. I probably have another use and this will be gone. This is a rinse out conditioner, so I am working on using this one up. But I did crack open a new rinse out conditioner. This is the Camille Rose Coconut Water Curl Conditioner, and I did try this, y'all, but I don't know that I like this as a conditioner, so I do have it on the content calendar to try it as a leave-in conditioner. Y'all know me. One thing about me, I'm gonna try rinse out conditioner as a leave-in conditioner. It's just a thing for me, and honestly, there just wasn't a lot of slip. I'm going to change the lid on this, maybe with a different lid. I don't know, y'all, but I think that this will be better as a leave-in conditioner. I have the Briogeo Be Gentle, Be Kind Superfood Hair Mask. Y'all, this is just about gone. I've used this once. My aunt gave this one to me, and when I tell y'all, again, a little went a super long way. And here I have the Mielle Babasuit and Mint Deep Conditioner. I'm going to use this when I finish up the Bond Mask that I have from Not Your Mother's. I talked about that at the beginning of this stash video. This is going to be the next product that I go in with. I'm trying to use up my Mielle products. I have the Pattern Transition Mask in here. This is going to be my next heavy protein treatment. Because I finished my heavy protein treatment, so I want to go in with this one next. And then the last thing that I have in this steel container is the Bask and Bloom Gentle Herbal Cleanser. This, again, a clarifying shampoo. It's just about gone, y'all. I can feel it. I only have about this much left, but y'all know a shampoo is a gift that keeps on giving. So I have a lot of stuff in this little cage, but a lot of it is just about gone. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to talk about the next shelf. All right, y'all, we have made it to the second to last shelf, so we are almost done with this first video. We have this one and then one more section to go, child. But as you guys can see, I just have a ton of freaking products, and this shelf down here is really no man's land. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. These are a lot of products that I am just actively trying to use up, don't care to have at this point, and are just, you know, having them to have them at this point. So there's a lot of Main Choice, there's a lot of Mielle, and there's a lot of Honey's Handmade. There are some like straggler type of products, but that's primarily it. Don't mind the step stool over here, girl. I told y'all I didn't have to work for this video, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and start with the Main Choice. I have the Main Choice. This is the Proceed with Caution, the 4-way conditioner. It can be used as a co-wash, leave-in, detangler, or rinse out. I'm gonna use it as a leave-in. I have the Main Choice. This is the Pink Lemonade and Coconut shampoo. This for me was definitely more on the cleansing side. I did get through quite a bit of it, maybe about a third or fourth of the bottle. I will use it up. It smells just like pink lemonade, but it's nothing that I would have ran to repurchase anyway. I have the Cheers conditioner. I actually finished up one of these. This is my second bottle. I picked this one up on clearance for $7.09 from Sally's. It is a good conditioner, and there is a lot of slip with this product despite it being super thick. My primary concern with this product was the packaging, because you had to fight to get it out the bottle. Another Main Choice leave-in. This is the Main Choice Green Apple Kids leave-in conditioner. Honestly, Green Apple just sounded good to me, so I picked it up. And then I have another wash day duo back here. This is the Main Choice Heavenly Halo. This is the shampoo and deep hydrating conditioner. I have both of these. These were given to me, I don't remember when, but I'm excited to try them. Now, as you guys can see, I have a ton of different jars from the Main Choice, and that is why they take up so much freaking real estate on the shelf. So this one that I have here that we are moving forward right this second is gels. So the first one that I have here is my beloved The Main Choice Do It Fro the Culture. Y'all have seen this a lot in the recent months, I guess. There's not much left in this at all. I have enough for maybe a braid out, definitely not for a full wash and go. So I tried to use this up in a gel using up the stash, but I didn't finish it. So I'm excited to have a little bit left, but I hate to see it go. Next, I have the Tropical Moringa Braid Out Glaze. This is one of my faves. It is just so good. I have used this one before, but there's still a good bit that needs to be used up. I love the Braid Out Glaze. This was definitely something I used a lot early on in my natural hair life. I have the Crystal Orchid Biotin Infused Styling Gel. I have never used this one. And then the last gel I believe that I have, this is the Proceed with Caution 2-in-1. One side is edge gel and the other side is hair gel. I don't know which side is which, so I guess we'll just have to play around and see. Alright, next y'all is this huge stack of freaking masks and deep conditioners. So I'm going to start from the bottom. So the first mask that I have here is the Peach Black Tea and Vitamin Infusion Hair Mask. This is actually my second jar of this one. This is the reformulated jar. But y'all, I used to really like this mask, so I'm definitely excited to give this another try. But I don't think that this will be the same mask that I once knew and loved, so that's unfortunate. Next, I have the Main Choice Heavenly Halo. This is their hair mask. I've never tried this one. And I will say I do have a lot of the Main Choice mask, but they only take 2 or 3 uses for me to use them up. So I should be able to plow through them pretty quickly whenever I actually get around to using them. I have the Ancient Egyptian Anti-Breakage Hair Mask. This is a more protein one. This is one that the girls and guys loved. Next is another new to me one, and I picked this one up from Sally's for $8.09. This is the Exotic Kool-Aid Fresh Mango and Passion Fruit Papaya Mask. So excited to try this one. I've heard pretty good things about this one. I want to say Lady Smash did a review on this and she really liked it. Alright y'all, and then the last mask that I have, and the one that I'm most likely to use next, is the Tropical Moringa one. This is Sweet Oil and Honey Endless Moisture. Again, I picked this one up on clearance from Sally's for $9.09. Alright y'all, one more row of products from the Main Choice. I know I have a ton of products. Give me a thumbs up if you are still here, sticking around. Let me know something you want to see down below, child. Give me some applause, child. I don't know. But this is a lot. I have the Metabolism Healthy Hair Warming Treatment Mask. I picked this up because what is a warm treatment mask? And this is a bigger container for the Main Choice. This is a 12-ounce one, so I'm definitely excited to try this. Child, here I was talking about I thought I had all my masks. Definitely did not. The next one I have is the Proceed with Caution Stop the Damage Pre or Post Poo Mask. Again, this one's 12 ounces. I picked this one up for $12.69 from Sally's. Next, I have the Pink Lemonade and Coconut Curl Boosting Sorbet. This one I did use briefly, but I never got around to finishing this one. So I do have this. And then last but not least, I have the Main Choice Moisturizing Styling Cream from the Type 4 Leaf Clover collection. And this is the one that I'm actively using up. You guys can see that I'm about halfway through this one. I tried this as a cream styler and it was a hard no. So I definitely will be using this one up as a more leave-in moisture cream situation for me. And then y'all, I promise we are almost done with the Main Choice, but I do have a couple little straggler type of products. I have this Main Choice Tropical Moringa Oil and Honey Daily Moisturizer and Sealing Cream. Y'all see that there is literally only this much left. I just need to make the time to put this on my list to actually use this up. I have the Tropical Moringa version of that, the Endless Moisture Sealing Cream. I have the Green Tea and Carrot Deep Strengthening and Restore Mask Treatment. Sheree so really did like this one, so I'm excited to try that. I have the Pink Lemonade and Coconut 5-Minute Reviving Mask. My girl Sherry, she is one of the subbies. She actually really enjoys this mask as well. So I'm excited to give this another try. This is my second bottle of this. And from what I remember with the first one, I wasn't super impressed, but that was also pretty early on in my natural hair journey, so maybe I'll like it better. And then the very last product I have from the Main Choice is again from that Pink Lemonade collection. This is their Texture Beautifying Mousse. I picked this one up from Marshall's. It was $7.99, and I'm about here on the mousse. Again, I don't remember it being something that I absolutely love, but we'll use it up. All right, y'all, keeping it moving on the shelf, we're going to move into more Mielle territory here. I have the Kinky Curly Not Today. This is the leave-in conditioner that goes with the gel, of course. I have never used this one, but I've heard good things. Next, I have the Kim Kimble Coconut Milk and Avocado Oil Hair Lotion. I'm super curious about this one, and it's one that I definitely want to use soon since the lid popped. I've never used it, but the lid did pop. It is $7, or it was on clearance for $7.59. So those are two random ones I have. And then I do also have the Aunt Jackie's Frizz Patrol Setting Mousse. I don't have a lot of products from Aunt Jackie's, but this is one I absolutely love. Y'all could tell by the way she was used. So y'all know how I feel about Mielle. They've been on a lot of stuff, child. So I'm working really hard on just using this stuff up because I just have a lot of her products, so you know, we're just working towards using up the stash. So I have the Mielle Pomegranate and Honey Leave-In Conditioner. I used this a couple weeks ago with the mousse, and honestly, y'all, there's not much left in this at all. If I get a full use, I would be surprised. With that, I have the Pomegranate and Honey Curl Smoothie. This one was gifted to me. This one does have silicone, so I will use this on silicone weeks. I have the Rosemary and Mint Strengthening Leave-In Conditioner, so I have this leave-in as well. A lot of leave-ins. I have the Rosemary and Mint Clarifying Sugar Scalp Scrub. I've never used this one. I went to New Orleans last summer. Child, that feels so long ago. And that's when I was shopping with Mielle. They had their $5 sale during Essence Fest and everything. So I did pick up quite a few things, and this is one of them. Another thing I picked up was the Mielle Sea Moss Anti-Shedding Conditioner. Haven't tried this one yet. I also picked up the Rosemary Mint Daily Styling Cream. I've actually heard really good things about this one and that this cream actually has some hold, so I'll see about that. And if you're curious about any Mielle products, still let me know. I may still give them a try. I've been using them up in like vlogs and that type of stuff, so if you're curious, I will still talk about them in vlogs, but I'm not doing like dedicated reviews for them anymore. From the original Mielle Organics line collection with this pink packaging, I have the White Peony Leave-In Conditioner. This smells like an old man. I need to use this up. And then I also have the Moisturizing Avocado Hair Milk. I've heard really good things about this one, but again, haven't used that one either. So a couple more bottle type of things from Mielle. I have two mousses from them. I have the Pomegranate and Honey Curl Defining Mousse. This one's pretty good. It's not my favorite mousse, but it's definitely not horrible for me either. I would say I'm about halfway through this one. And then when I was in New Orleans, I also picked up the Mango and Tulsi Silk Texture Mousse. My girl Sherry, she likes this one as well, so I'll give this one a try. I haven't opened this one yet because I still have the Pomegranate and Honey one open, so maybe when I finish it, I'll get into this one. And then I think the last thing that I bought when I was in New Orleans was just the Pomegranate and Honey Moisturizing and Detangling Conditioner. It's 12 ounces of conditioner. I can't wait to try this and actually see what I think about it. I've never tried any like wash day products from Mielle, not like a shampoo conditioner. I've only tried like their deep conditioners and, you know, styling that way. So I'm curious to see what I think about it. Alright, y'all, and then I do have a couple different jars from Mielle as well. So I have the Mielle Pomegranate and Honey Twisting Smoothie, or Twisting Souffle, excuse me. I'm sorry. This is really, really thick. It'll take me forever to freaking use this. This might be something that one of my family members may benefit from because there's so much left in here. It's a good product. Is it my favorite curling cream? No, but it's pretty good. I have the Mielle Rosemary Mint Strengthening Hair Mask. I'm excited to try this one. And then I also have the Pomegranate and Honey Maximum Hold Gel Styler. Now my girl Carolina Curls, love her down. She did a review on this and she said that the gel isn't giving max hold. It's not giving super hold like it says on there. So I'm definitely going to proceed with some caution with this one. I also have the Mielle Sea Moss Anti-Shedding Gel Hair Mask. I'm excited to try this one. I picked this one up from Marshall's for $6.99. And then last but not least, for all of my Mayo products, I just have 2 more products from that Mango and Tulsi collection. I have actually reviewed both of these. I have the Nourishing Leave-In Conditioner and the Nourishing Styling Gel. And trying these 2 together, they flaked really, really bad. I like the way the leave-in feels on my hair, but even when I tried it with like wet line, it almost gets like, I don't know, it doesn't pair well with others. And then I do want to try this Nourishing Styling Gel on its own soon. I have a Mayo using up the stash wash day type of thing scheduled, so I do want to try this one on its own, and I do want to try to leave in with the mousse. Maybe I'll get better results that way, but together, absolutely not. Alright, y'all, and moving over to the last section on this shelf is Honey's Handmade. Now, I have a ton of Honey's Handmade because I used to absolutely love me some Honey's Handmade. But y'all know they started acting a little bit of a fool for me, so I had to reel my addiction in. Let's get into it. Before we get into Honey's Handmade, I do have my Chi 44 Iron Guard. This is about halfway full. I got this from Marshall's for $10.99. My favorite heat protectant. I have the Honey's Handmade Hawaiian Honey Curl Custard Leave-In. As you guys can see, this one's about halfway gone. I need to film a review on this one. I haven't used it in a while, but I need to go ahead and film this one. I have the Botanica, the Mender. This is literally has like 2 uses left in here. I hate to see this one go. My girl Nikki, she actually sent me this one as well. I finished mine and hers came right on time. So I'm sad to see this one go, but I'm gonna hope for similar results with like the pattern treatment and bond, not the bond mender, breakage builder. I think that's what it's called. I'm hoping that I get similar results with that. I have a shampoo bar from Honey's Handmade. This is from Melba's Kitchen Collection Edition 3. This is Melba's Honey Glaze Poo Bar. I only have 2 bottles of things left from Honey's Handmade, which if you have been here for a long time, y'all know I used to have a lot of bottles and I used to have a lot of jars. And I think that I'm doing pretty darn good, okay? I have the Jojoba Avocado Strawberry Champagne Hair Lotion. Never tried this one. And then I have the Juice Waves Detoxifying Shampoo. I actually need to use the shampoo up because I know it's not going to last me too long. So we're going to go ahead and start in the back from Honey's Handmade. Like I said, I have a lot of different things in these jars, so we're just going to go through together and see what we have. I have from Melba's Kitchen Collection Edition 1. This is the Blackberry Doobie Hair Custard. I have from Melba's Kitchen Collection Edition 1 as well. This is the Sweet Butter Twisting Pomade. And a lot of these from Honey's Handmade, their stylers to me have always been more like leave-ins. So that's the way I choose to use them. And I don't like to have a bunch of them open at once. So I have been using up 1 or 2, but I don't want to continue to open them up because they're all like leave-ins for me. So I have the Honey Twist and Define Butter, again, like a leave-in. I have the Melba's Kitchen Collection Edition 2, Melba's Butter Pecan Curl Defining Hair Butter. I have the Coil Reconstructing Collection Peach, Ginger, and Quinoa Protein Curl Smoothie. And then again, my last co-wash I have from Honey's Handmade. This is the Honey Cleansing and Clarifying Co-Wash. Next, we're moving on to more mask. So this is the Alfalfa and Green Tea Babasu Growth Enriched Hair Mask. This was a part of one of my last purchases from Honey's. This is from Melba's Kitchen Collection Edition 3. This is Melba's Okra and Onion Seed Slippery Elm Hair Mask. Again, one of my last purchases. I've never tried this one. I've actually never tried most of these products from Honey's because, like I said, I try to keep as few things open as possible, but this is one that I have tried. This is the Melba's Kitchen Collection Melba's Mixed Greens Deep Conditioning Mask. This is a repurchase. I actually really did like this one. So this is my second jar of this, but I can already tell y'all that this is not filled all the way up to the top. And I know I haven't used this one, so that's part of the reason why I stopped shopping with Honey's. That was getting on my nerves. More masks from Honey's. This one is the Peppermint Deep Penetrating Hair Mask. This was from Melba's Kitchen Collection Edition 1 as well. One of my last purchases from Honey. This is the Chebe and Almond Milk Kokum Growth Enriched Hair Mask. This one just sounded so good. So I'm excited to try this one. And then y'all, one of my most anticipated masks that I'm super excited to try from Honey's Handmade is the 007 Orange Olive and Agave Conditioning Hair Mask. This is the one that I constantly find myself thinking about that I want to try. So I'm excited to get into this. And then I have 3 more products from Honey's. This one is the Melba's Kitchen Collection aloe water hydrating hair gel, and this one to me is very similar to the Alikay Naturals Hold It styling gel. I don't know about like actual hold, but that like consistency where they can just like fall out is so strange to me. I remember I did use this. It's always been this consistency. I think I used this for like a twist out or braid out, so I'd definitely be curious to give that a try again, especially since it's claiming to be hydrating. I also have the coconut water slip and slide glycerin free gel. This one was definitely more along the lines of a cream gel, as you guys can see, but I did use a lot of it, so I think that, you know, child, one more wash and go and this will wrap that right on up. And then last but not least, the last thing I have opened from Honey's Handmade has been the gift that keeps on freaking giving. This is from the Juice Summer Textures collection, the curl defining cream. And y'all, I have used this so many times. I have tried it so many different ways. And this leave-in, or it's a curl defining cream, but I use it as a leave-in. And y'all, when I tell y'all it works so good with this on Jackie's mousse, it works well with like wet line. It's just one of those ones that you're constantly going to get the moisture is always reinforced, but I'm able to get hold in a good style from it. I really do like this. It's a very good cream. All right, y'all, so we have made it to the bottom shelf. Child, y'all can't even see it. I have this tripod down as far as I can get, so I'm just going to run through this section with y'all. But 95% of this shelf is Shea Moisture. Y'all know I'm a Shea Moisture girly, so ton of Shea Moisture stuff. A lot of it is like shampoos and conditioners and stuff that won't be used easily, so your girl has her work cut out for her. But let's get into it. So we're going to start off strong, okay, with two of my favorite spray leave-in conditioners. These are both actually brand new because these are something that I keep. Okay, I never go without these two leave-ins. I have the Manuka Honey and Yogurt Hydrate and Repair Multi-Action Leave-In and the 100% Coconut Oil Daily Hydration Leave-In. I love these. Always gonna have them. Next, I have two other leave-in conditioners. These ones are definitely older, random, discontinued. I have the African Water Mint and Ginger Detox and Refresh Hair and Scalp Leave-In Detangler. And then I have the Jojoba and Yocuba Butter Braid Up and Take Down Detangler. Two random ones that I really just need to use up. So first up, I have the African Black Soap Bamboo Charcoal Purification Mask. I picked this up long ago when I was looking for the original of this mask. The girls, guys, they said that this was a mask that was like all in one, and you ain't have to do too much, but I didn't get that one. So I have this. I have the 100% Virgin Coconut Rehydration Treatment Mask. I have the original Mangongo and Hemp Seed Oil High Porosity Moisture Correcting Mask. And y'all, I've been holding this hostage because everybody said how good this mask was. And honestly, I'm not ready to give it up. I have the Bamboo Extract and Maca Root Resilient Length Protein Mask. And then last on this section, I have the Roche and Kupawasu Frizz Defense Hair Mask. I tried this one last year and I really did like it. But then y'all, I tried the Shea Moisture. Actually, here we go right here. I tried the Shea Moisture Hibiscus. This is the Curl and Shine Hair Mask. I absolutely love this. I picked this up randomly. It's so good. Like I said, I did do a wash day on this hibiscus one, so if you're curious about that, you can always go check it out. But this is a mask that I actually really like. I'm actually thinking about putting this on my hair routine once it starts to get a little bit colder, just because this packs a heck of a punch of moisture, so I want to use this in a, you know, good time. I also have the Manuka Honey and Mafura Oil Intensive Hydration Mask. Never tried this one. Bought it out of peer pressure. All of the girls and guys said it was good. I have two that I found from like Marshall's TJ Maxx OG ones. This is the Fruit Fusion Coconut Water Weightless Hair Mask. I had the rinse out conditioner. I finished that one maybe about a year or two ago and it was just okay. So I don't have super high expectations for this mask, but we'll give it a shot. And then of course the beloved Superfruit 10-in-1 Renewal System Complex. I've never tried this one either, so Y'all, I have a ton of Shea Moisture masks. This is why when I say use up the stash, I really mean use up the stash. We have been sitting here for all of this time, child, and y'all see this is nothing but freaking hair products. So I really need to get to using up the stash. And if you watch my empties and stuff, y'all know I actually do use my products. I just have a million of them. So next I have the Shea Moisture Curl Enhancing Smoothie. We all know what this is, and y'all, I am literally about down here on the smoothie, so I'm hoping that once it starts to get cold and everything, I'll be able to use this up again. But I like this as like more of a moisturizer, but I do want to try it as a styler, so we'll tap into that. I have the Shea Moisture Jamaican Black Castor Oil Strengthening and Restore Leave-In Conditioner. Again, same story with this one. This one is just about gone. I got the bonus size. This is 16 ounces. I would say I have maybe about 4 left in here. So again, this is something that I will use up. I'm going to. And that I periodically just randomly pull this out when I want to try it or revisit it. It's just such a good one. It smells like Play-Doh. Next, my all-time favorite leave-in from Shea Moisture, well, outside of my spray leave-ins, this is the red palm oil and cocoa butter curl stretch pudding. They did come out with like a revised version of the curl stretch pudding, but as y'all can see, I'm finally starting to hit the pan. This is just very, very thick. I probably still have like 2 uses left of this. And then last but not least, I do have, I believe this is my last mask. This is the Shea Moisture Manuka Honey and Yogurt Hydrate and Repair Protein Power Treatment. So yeah, all right, y'all, moving right along. I promise you we are almost done with the jars from Shea Moisture. So next I have the Manuka Honey and Mafura Oil. This is the Hydrate and Design Max Hold Gel. Never tried this one, but I love that it has the flip top. Next, I have 2 very, very OG products. This is from the Sacha Inchi Oil Omega 369 Rescue and Repair collection. I have the Curl Defining Smoothie from this collection, and I have the Twist and Lock Gel. And honestly, I haven't cracked these open because I have my Curl Enhancing Smoothie, my pudding. There's a couple different like jar leave-ins that I have open, and I don't want to open these until those are gone. So next, I have the Shea Moisture Bond Repair Leave-In Conditioner. I bought this one. I believe this is in my most recent air haul. I had like a 40% off from CVS, so I decided to pick this one up. I did get a little sample when I was in New Orleans, and I really did like it. And I've heard nothing but good things about that leave-in, so I decided to pick it up. And then the very last mask, I promise this time, is the Shea Moisture Purple Rice Water Strength and Color Care Hair Mask. I picked this one up from Sally's. It was $6.09. Alright, y'all, so that leaves us with a bunch of cleansers and conditioners from Shea Moisture that we have to get through. So first up, I have the Raw Shea Butter Restorative Shampoo and Conditioner. These ones I have in the 8 fluid ounces. I don't know why these ones are so little, but I have them in this size. Oh, I do have another gel. This is the Mongongo and Hemp Seed Oils High Porosity Moisture Correct Styling Gel. Haven't tried this one. I have the Manuka Honey and Yogurt Hydrate and Repair Shampoo, and I do have the conditioner as well. I have the Argan Oil and Almond Milk Smooth and Tame Shampoo and the conditioner. Both of these are about halfway gone. I have the Jamaican Black Castor Oil Shampoo, and I have the conditioner. I also have the African Black Soap Dandruff Control Shampoo and the clarifying conditioner. I also have the African Water Mint and Ginger Detox and Refresh Hair and Scalp Shampoo and Conditioner. I really like this shampoo. It's been a long time since I tried the conditioner, but the shampoo is so minty. It feels so good. This is one I really need to prioritize using up because I know that I really did like it as well. So I have the Manuka Honey and Mafura Oil Intensive Shampoo. I also have the Coconut Custard Make It Last Wash and Go Conditioner. I picked this one up from Marshall's for $4.50. I do have the Raw Shea and Kupawasu Frizz Defense Shampoo. And then I do also have the conditioner, but I use the conditioner as a leave-in conditioner, and it's just about gone. I literally have about this much left in there. I've thoroughly enjoyed using this as a rinse out, so that's the way I will use it. The shampoo's a bit clarifying, but I really do like the conditioner. And then I have one more conditioner from Shea Moisture. This is the Amla Oil Bond Repair Conditioner. So y'all, that is all I have from Shea Moisture. Just a couple more things on this shelf, I promise you, and we'll be done. So I have 3 more products from Miss Jessie's in my collection. This brand just doesn't call to me, to be honest. I don't know that they ever did. It was just one of the few natural hair products that was like, you know, on the market. So I have the Multicultural Clear. This I got on clearance from $15.29, but I know that I stole this off my mom's shelf, so she got it for $15.29. Next, I also have the Coily Custard. It says it's going to be the best darn coily custard. We'll see about that. And then last but not least, from Miss Jessie's, I have the leave-in condition. I have the Apogee Curlific Curl Definer. Again, this one is just about gone. I used to use this one as like a cream styler, but I'm very curious to use this as like a curl primer. Curl primer, curl definer, and put like my lighter weight wet line on that and see what happens with that. I'm curious about that. I have 2 products from Olaplex. The first is the number 10 gel. I have actually used this twice already. The next use it will be gone. It's 6.7 ounces, so I didn't expect it to last that long. I don't really recommend this product. I have gotten flakes every time I use this gel. Yikes, sorry, not sorry. And then I also have the Olaplex number 3. And then y'all, I have 3 products from Maui Moisture and then just my eco gels, and we'll be all done. So from Maui Moisture, I have the Bamboo Fibers Thicken and Restore Strengthening Milk. I remember really liking this. It's only 8 ounces. I haven't cracked back into this one just yet because I have a couple different strengthening leave-ins open, but this is definitely going to be on the list to use up, as well as that Shea Moisture one that child has 2 uses left. I also have the Maui Moisture Curl Smoothie. I have never used this one. I don't even know why I've never tapped into this one, but I've never opened that one. And then I do have the gel that they discontinued. This is the Ultra Hold gel. I don't think this is going to have Ultra Hold, but alright, now so we're just going to finish out this video with my Eco Styler gels. I have 8 different Ecos. I used to be so obsessed with Eco until I found Wetline, and then Wetline discontinued, girl. So I'm working my way back through my Eco stash, if anything else, just to use them up. But I have a ton of freaking Eco gels. So I have the Eco Pink. This is the Curling Wave. I have the Eco Styler Gold. This is olive oil, shea butter, and black castor oil. And this one I actually have maybe had used maybe about 1/3 of it. I was using this a lot for twist outs at one point. I have the Eco Styler Coconut. I don't believe I've ever tried this one. I have the Jamaican Black Castor Oil one, and this one I only have about 1/3 left. So I'm definitely curious about this one. I do want to do like an OG wash day situation where I try this with that Shea Moisture strengthening leave-in. If you know, you know. All the girls tried that combo, so I feel left out, so I need to try it too. I have the Eco Super Olive 10 times the hold. I've used this one, I want to say maybe about 1/3 of the way through this container as well. This smells very masculine to me, but I will use it up. I have the Eco Argan Oil. About 1/3 of this is gone. I have the Eco Olive Oil. This is definitely my most repurchased. This one is about 1/3 of the way gone as well. This is my preferred Eco for especially wash and goes, but this is the best as far as hold period for me. So whether I'm using it for buns or whatever else, this is the one I'm gonna always go to. And then last but not least, my most recent Eco Styler gel purchase. This I picked up at some point, I want to say last year, maybe the beginning of this year. This is the Rosemary Mint Eco Styler, and I want to say I've only used this one once. I do think I liked it. I just don't think I like the combination of the leave-in that I use with it. So yeah, y'all, that is my hair shelf in its entirety. I swear we've been sitting here for freaking ever. I've had to change my battery twice. Child, I had the step stool. Like, girl, we are all over the place, and I still have a tote and a little like bin that I need to get through, so that will be in part 2. But definitely leave me a like if you enjoyed this video. Child, y'all know I have a million hair products. If you are curious about any product, new, old, in between, let me know. I probably have it on this daggone shelf, so if that is something that you're interested in seeing, definitely let me know. And y'all, if you've been here for a while and you saw my last stash or even my first stash video, which is crazy, y'all see how much stuff I really have worked through. I have moved with this stash twice, and I never want to do that again, and I learned my lesson. And I really take using my products very seriously. As you guys can tell, it doesn't stop me from buying them, but I actually do use stuff up, and I have slowed my roll on buying products, though, I will say that. But yeah, y'all, thank you so much for watching towards the end of this video. I really do appreciate it. Like I said, leave me a comment, let me know, have you tried any of these products, any of your favorites that are discontinued, child, that I still have for whatever reason. Let me know all of that down below. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in part 2 of this stash video. Bye.